No one knew the truth. The moment that young man stepped through the door, he carried 2 lifetimes worth of memories in his arms. Rodney Aguirre, the eldest son of the family, had rushed back on emergency leave from the military academy. His uniform was still damp, and he stood with that razor-straight posture only soldiers have. The day I was born, it rained nonstop, one of those southern storms, the kind that falls in tight silver threads, turning the streets into mirrors and weaving the air into a heavy, suffocating blanket. He didn't spare me, his newborn sister, so much as a glance. Instead, he bribed a nurse and corrected the mistake he believed had broken his last life. He made sure Gabrielle, the girl once switched at birth, went into our parents' arms. He took me. He slid me into a flimsy cardboard box, tucked the sodden swaddling around my face, and carried me out into the rain. We rode a city bus to the farthest edge of town, to Eastine Hollow Lane, where weeds shouldered cracked brick and the wind hissed through rusted fences. There, at the mouth of a narrow, broken alley, he crouched and looked into the box. "Jenna," he whispered, lips bloodless, fingers shaking. "Don't blame me." He tucked the blanket tighter around me. "In the last life, Gabrielle died miserably, because of you." He swallowed hard. "I don't blame you, but she should have had a carefree life." He set the box in the shadow of a crumbling wall. "Someone will pass by. Live as an ordinary person, okay?" His eyes reddened. He turned his face away like it hurt to breathe. "I'm begging you, don't come back to us in this life." He left, without looking back. I lay there, newborn lungs too weak for a cry, consciousness bright and terrible, because I, too, had come back. In the life before, the hospital had swapped me with Gabrielle. She grew up as Miss Aguirre. Satin dresses, private tutors, piano recitals, a passport stamped with soft border cities. Rodney, a decorated pilot in his dress blues, and Gabrielle, an aviation doctor with sunlight in her smile, side by side in every photograph. I, Jenna, went home with an ordinary couple. At 3, a car crash took them both. The orphanage took me. 10 years of stale bread, damp blankets, and the weight of other people's tempers. When the Aguirres finally found me at 18, I walked through their gates in scuffed shoes with a thrift store dress clinging to my knees and a battered suitcase thudding my shin. Rodney frowned, sunlight behind him. "You're Jenna? Why do you look so petty?" After that, the day that split everything in two came at the base. A plane went down. Rodney and Gabrielle were pinned under the wing, metal screaming as it cooled. The doctor's voice shook. "We can only save one first." I hesitated only a heartbeat. Save Rodney. Gabrielle died. The family never forgave me. I never regretted the choice. I learned rehab from the ground up. I stretched his muscles, taught his nerves to speak again, walked him through pain until sweat flooded his eyes and mine. 10 years later, he stood under his own power. I never married. I poured my entire life into his. On his last day, skin thin as paper, he held my fingertips and whispered the sentence that carved me hollow. "Jenna, I wish you had saved Gabrielle instead." Even at the end, there was no thank you in him. Only her. Now, in this new start, his very first act was to throw me away. Rain needled the alley. Wild dogs snarled somewhere deep in the maze of brick. Fever licked my skin. The world went white at the edges. I smelled wet earth and rust and the mold of old leaves. I could not move. I could only look up at a sky that did not know me. Memories crowded close. The years of tendon